I now invite Harun Rashid to take over and introduce Furqan Ahmed, who's going to be then speaking on behalf of the campus president and on the part of WC3D.
শুভ সকাল আমার নাম হারুন রশিদ আমি আপনাদের সবাইকে বাংলা মেলা 2024 এর সাদর আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি Good morning my name is Harun Rashid commonly known as Dr. Rashid Professor Rashid on campus because I teach here I've been teaching here since 1995 I am welcoming all of you to our program today. It's going to be exciting and I'd like you to just sit back, relax and enjoy the program. But first, I'm going to welcome Mr. Furqan Ahmed. He is the president of Northwest Campus at Wayne County Community College. He is also the senior vice president, senior vice chancellor of Wayne County Community College. And please give a warm welcome to Mr. Ahmed.
Good morning and welcome to Wayne County Community College District. We got a great diversity, equity and inclusion workshop planned for you. Thank you for all the stuff that you do. You made a huge difference. You've educated us. And I was talking to Professor Harun that educated a community is a successful community. If we don't understand each other, we're never going to get to where we want to be. So on behalf of the downtown campus, Dr. Brian Singleton, the Chancellor, Dr. Curtis L. Ivory, the board, trustee. Trustee, you want to stand up? Trustee Jamal. He's made a huge difference just being a part of the family. If maybe about, how long you been here? About maybe 4 years?
4 years.
4 years. You can see the hard work that we're doing in the different communities to make this even a more diverse campus than it was. If you had a chance to come in through that door, you saw in the atrium, there's about maybe 80 flags. They're not just there for decoration purposes. Each flag represents a student from that country. So it tells you how diverse we are. And if you look at our workforce, our employees, you'll get the same sense. We have over 90 countries represented as far as employees are concerned. So it just tells you how hard we work to make sure that we are inclusive in our entire community. So thank you again. We're looking forward to you educating us, talking about the countries, the culture, and everything that you have to offer. So by the time we leave out of here, we're going to know a lot more. Thank you. Enjoy.
Let's give a round of applause for Mr. Ahmed for his kind words. All right, this time I'm going to welcome our Board of Trustees, Mr. Kamal Rahman. He works as the Departmental Fiscal Manager for the City of Detroit Buildings Safety Department and has been with the city for 26 years. As a teenager, he immigrated to the United States from Bangladesh. We all have those stories as to how long ago you immigrated to this country. I came here over 40 years ago. So we all have stories to tell. And so he's been here since he was in high school, and then he attended Walsh College for his undergraduate studies as well as for his master's degree in finance. Kamal Rahman is married to Rayhan Akhtar and they have 3 children. He has actively participated in many civil rights activities locally and nationally. Mr. Rahman was the recipient of 2009 South Asian Americans Leading Together Changemaker Award in Washington, D.C. He believes that education is the key to success for any society. 23 years ago, he started a scholarship in his childhood elementary school in Sylhet, Bangladesh to inspire school children for academic excellence. And that program is going strong. Here are some of the boards that he's representing as either president or member, Board of Trustees for Wayne County Community College. He is one of the board of trustees, is the treasurer. Commissioner, Hamtramck Housing Commission, board president for the Frontier International Academy in Hamtramck. He's been board president for a long time, what, 20 years or something? It's a long time. Member, Hamtramck Broadfield Coalition, President, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, Hamtramck branch. Member of the Board of Directors, Michigan Coalition for Human Rights. Board member, Lakeshore Economic Coalition. Member of the board for the Bangladeshi American Public Affairs Committee, which is BAPAC. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Rahman.
Thank you, Dr. Rashid, for this generous introduction. I'm with this city for 2 additional years, 28 years. The bio I forwarded to him was a little bit older.
Okay.
So, well, welcome again. Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Adab. These are two common greetings in Bangladesh, Bangla culture, and Adab is in Hindu culture. You know, Bangladesh is a very old, ancient culture, vibrant, and it comprises of many, well, India, for that matter, is many religions and cultures, dialects. I'm from the Bangladesh side. Bangladesh was divided into two parts in, I think, 47. Indian Bangla side, and it's called West Bengal, and Bangladesh is on the eastern side. So we have this vibrant culture, and we are flattered that the French and British and Portuguese and Mughals and Persians, they all fought over us. It wasn't us, it was our spices that they fought over. So it's a little less flattering, I should say. So they took over Bangladesh through Calcutta. They took over entire India, I think part of Burma, and they ruled for 200 years. The British won, obviously. So that's the culture. We have food. We're gonna have, I believe there will be the ethnic food will be brought here. You need to have it. Once you have it, you will know why British stayed for so long. And last year I saw a lot more students were here. This year, they're still coming. One thing about our community, if you go to Hamtramck, if you go to any Bangla store, they don't open until 11 a.m. The restaurants don't open until, so there is no such thing as breakfast at a Bangladeshi restaurant. If somebody schedules you, please recommend otherwise, because you'll be hungry for 2 hours, 3 hours. So most of the events start in the late afternoon. Usually Sundays are the busiest, and Greg can tell, because Greg is from Hamtramck Public TV, he's sitting right here. He attends a lot of these. So that's with the Bangladeshi culture, and I'll come back to this. Again, Wayne County Community College, I'm so proud to be here. I attended Wayne County Community College myself. And this is the campus. I was telling my, some folks that how, it brings my memories back, running around as a student, as a newbie to this country, learning different things. But we had students, we had counselors, and everybody that helped us. I want to thank Furkan Ahmed for connecting with the community so much. He's been, working with the community, bringing different programs there. And I'm also so happy to be joined here by one of the City of Detroit manager. She accepted the invitation as soon as I forwarded 2 months ago when this event was. Sarah True, she is the Building Safety Engineering Department's business license manager. She is effectively serving the community very well, well connected to the community. So as you know, Wayne County Community College was founded in 1967, and it has served countless number of students throughout different programs. Right now, we offer 120 different programs and certifications. We have 6 campuses, 6 campuses. 6, yeah. And throughout the Wayne County, 120 32 different cities and townships that we serve. It's a lot of people we're talking about. And 6 campuses, they're all full all the time, and different campuses have different specialty. Like if you go to Northwest campus, we have police academy there, brand new, one of the state-of-the-art in the country. And we have a nursing, dentistry program over there. All these certification programs, what community colleges does is offers you the best possible way and cheapest possible way, most cost-effective way to get you up for the job market. And you know, these are relatively way cheaper than if you go to the universities. And especially I want to bring your focus to the certification programs that we offer. There are so many of them. These are staggered certification programs, so if you want to go to electricians or any dentistry or welding, for example, you can get your basic certification over like 10 weeks, depending on the program, and you can start earning money at that level. And then while you are going to school, working, making good money, you are also adding to your certification. So you get full certification for a length of time, but you are also earning at your professional grade. So I'm talking about earning minimum wage versus twice the minimum wage. And who wouldn't like that? This is what this college is. I want all of you to take advantage of, whether you are an immigrant or a non-immigrant. It doesn't matter. Certification program will get you prepared for the job market. And job market, it's really expanding in Michigan and anywhere. You get your degree, you can use it anywhere you want. So this is what is happening here. I'm so glad to be part of Wayne County Community College. And again, our culture, I'm from Bangladesh. Our culture is so diverse. We have different religion, live in peace. By looking at this crowd, you wouldn't think that we have 160 million people in Bangladesh. But you go to an event, on a weekend event, there are people everywhere. And we had the opportunity to have, last 2 years, we've been sponsoring a tent at one of these events. There are so many happening, but one of these events, and we get a lot of crowd. We give out laptops, tablets, and then free certification. Also, it's like, you put your name on there, and then a lot of people do take advantage of that. So again, thank you so much for coming. And when food gets here, I'm sure you enjoy the culture and diversity. And Dr. Dekona, thank you for part of this organizing committee. And again, I'm so happy to be here with you and enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman. And once again, I'd like to extend our thanks to Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Rahman for being an instrumental role in serving this community. Mr. Ahmed, as the Senior Vice Chancellor, he's attached with the community so intimately that everybody knows him, and you go to Northwest Campus, it's so vibrant because he's the president there. So in other words, everybody feels so welcome. So you should visit one of those programs that he has at Northwest Campus, the culinary program and dental hygiene program and so many other programs. So once again, thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for being here, and Mr. Rahman, and for both of you. Let's give a big round of applause for both of them again. At this time, we are going to have, on the program, you'll see that we have a panel discussion. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start this panel discussion. Last night, one of the panel discussions asked me, what's the topic of panel discussion is going to be? So, just to help you, I'm going to start off providing some real exciting information about, Bangladesh, its cultural heritage, the stunning natural beauty, the vibrant history, and Bangladesh offers a myriad of fascinating facts that will captivate your imagination. My goal is to present to you some fun and, next one, intriguing facts about beautiful country Bangladesh. So, let me see if I get the clicker here. Yeah, there you go. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy as you discover the wonders of Bangladesh. Next slide. Some historical background of Bangladesh. 1214 Muslim conquest of Bengal. 1352 Shamsuddin Ilyas Shah established the Bengal Sultanate. 17th century Mughal Empire controls Bengal. 18th century Nawabs ruled Bengal. 1757 the British found out about us, and they smelled the food and everything else. So they came on and they stayed for a couple of hundred years. British colonial rule over India ended in 1947, so it's close to 200 years. Bangladesh is largely a Muslim state comprising East and West. Pakistan was East and West, and then in 1971, Bangladesh became independent from western part, which is now Pakistan. The land of rivers. Bangladesh is often referred to as the land of rivers due to its extensive river network. The country is home to over 700 rivers, including the mighty Brahmaputra and Ganges. These rivers not only provide an abundance of water resources, but also shape the breathtaking landscapes of Bangladesh. The world's largest river delta, the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta, is the world's largest river delta and is situated in Bangladesh. This delta is formed by the confluence of Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna. We have too much water. Sometimes we have the whole country flooded by this overflow of water. It spans an area of approximately 105,000 square kilometers and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Royal Bengal tiger. Do you see the tiger? All right. Bangladesh is home to Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world. There are about 80 different species of mangrove trees and shrubs that live in the coastal intertidal zone. All of these trees grow in areas with low oxygen soil. This UNESCO World Heritage Site covers a vast area and is known for its unique ecosystem and abundant wildlife. The Sundarbans are the natural habitat of Royal Bengal tiger. See the tiger standing right there. Right there, Royal Bengal tiger. The next one, please. Rich cultural heritage. Bangladesh has a rich cultural heritage that spans thousands of years. The country has been influenced by various civilizations, including the Mauryans. And the Mauryans started their rule before Jesus Christ was around. 321 BCE to 181 BC, they ruled that part of the world. And then came the Guptas, then came the Mughals, then of course came the British. Between 1880 and 1920, British colonial policies created an unparalleled human tragedy in that part of the world, in India. Between 1850 and 1899, 15 million lives were lost due to the famine in India. The British came for doing business and enjoying the spicy food, but then they did not take care of the people as well, so had to suffer. And then in 1943, just before Pakistan became independent, there was a Bengal famine that caused 2 to 3 million lives. So a lot of people lost their lives due to famine and shortage of food. This diverse cultural heritage is reflected in the architecture, art, literature, and music. Next. Celebrations in Bangladesh. There are, I'm going to just do the major ones. Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. Bangladesh is predominantly a Muslim country. Over 90%, I think around 90% are Muslims. Islam is the largest religion, and at the end of Ramadan, which is 30 days of fasting, we celebrate Eid al-Fitr. 2 months and 10 days later, we have Eid al-Adha. So these are the two biggest celebrations of Muslims. And then we have Poila Boishak, the first day of the new Bengali year. And then we have the Bashanta Utsav near the end of the year. And then we have Amar Ekushe, 21st February, that's the National Mother Language Day. It's celebrated throughout the country, throughout the world actually now. And then Independence Day is 26th March 1971. That's when Bangladesh became independent. And the Hindu festivals are Durga Puja, that's the biggest one, and then they have Lakshmi Puja, they have Kali Puja, they have all kinds of pujas, but Durga Puja is the biggest one, and it's celebrated. When we were young, we used to have lots of fun, enjoying those, because Bangladesh is a country, it's with Hindus and Muslims and Christians and Buddhists, a lot of people there. Victory Day is 16 December, that's when Bangladesh really got rid of the foreign soldiers, the West Pakistanis left. And then Christmas is on the 25th December. So in Bangladesh, Christmas is celebrated much more festive way than it is done here. Newspaper heading is, "Today is the biggest day for the Christian community." The front page has that story. So it's like a big day. Borodin, in Bangla it's called Borodin. That means 25th December is Borodin. So that means we celebrate all religions, all cultures, and that's why Bangladesh is a beautiful place for all of you to visit. UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Bangladesh is home to 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Sundarbans, I mentioned that to you. Historic Mosque City of Bagarhat in Khulna, and the ruins of the Buddhist Vihar at Paharpur, that's in Kumilla. And I visited the last one. The first one and second one, I didn't get a chance to go there, because I've been here too long, 40 years. If I were there for a little bit longer, I could probably see those beautiful places as well. Next. Largest tea exporter. Bangladesh is one of the world's largest tea exporters. See the tea gardens right there? Beautiful. I mean, you go to Sylhet and some parts of Chittagong, they have beautiful tea gardens. The lush green tea gardens of Sylhet and the hilly regions of Chattogram, which is Chittagong, are major tea growing areas in Bangladesh. Next. 6 seasons, not 4 seasons, we have 6 seasons there: the summer, the monsoon, the autumn, winter, and then we have summer heat, Grishmokal, and then Sharad, which is late autumn. Each season brings its own charm and beauty to the country. You wouldn't believe it until you stop by and enjoy some of those. The national flower is Shapla, which is water lily, and beautiful. So look at the colors. It holds a special place in Bangladeshi culture and traditions. Next, largest mangrove product is Hilsha fish. Wow, that's the most favorite fish in Bangladesh and India. Bangladesh actually exports the fish to India, and Bangladeshi people say, "Oh, you're exporting too much, keep some more for us." That's really a good fish, and very expensive, right? Come on, I mean, in Hamtramck, I think sometimes they bring them, but they're really expensive.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, $100 one fish. Yeah. Okay, the next one, please. Largest gathering of Muslims is called Bisho Ijtima. Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, hosts the largest gathering of Muslims in the world during the holy Islamic festival of Bisho Ijtima. And no comparison with Hajj though. That's different. This is just the Muslims gathering together, talk about prayers and sermons and so forth. The rickshaw capital of Dhaka is the rickshaw capital of Bangladesh. You have the motor city, and the motor capital of the world is what? Detroit, right? So Bangladesh, Dhaka is the rickshaw capital of the world, and you go there, you're going to enjoy some of that. Next one, please. National poet Tagore. Dr. Dekuna pointed out to you when we played the national anthem, both national anthems, Bangladesh and India, were written by this gentleman, Rabindranath Tagore. And he won Nobel Prize in 1913 for his Gitanjali, that's poetry. His contributions to literature, music, and art celebrated throughout the country and the world. Next. Bangladesh is also the birthplace of microcredit. Dr. Yunus, Professor Yunus, was a colleague of mine at Chittagong University. I taught there in late 1970s, and we worked together. And now he is running the Bangladesh government. He is the chief advisor to the president. So the concept of microcredit was established by him, started by him in 1978 at Zobra small village, and I was right there at the time. I didn't stay there too long, just a year and a few months, but I saw him start that program. Now it's a world famous program, microcredit. Next. Love for cricket, you heard about that. Bangladesh is a cricket lover country, play Pakistan and India and get more excited when they play India and Pakistan because those are neighboring countries. And this sport unites the nation and passionate fans. Doesn't matter what political affiliation you have, when there is cricket, there is unity. Okay. So that's wonderful. Celebrating independence. Okay, let's see. The largest shop. Okay, there you go. The largest shopping mall in South Asia is in Bangladesh. That is, let's see. Oops. Okay. It's called Jamuna Future Park, located in Dhaka. This massive shopping complex offers a wide range of international and local brands. So if you watch Bangladesh TV, you're going to see all this foreign clothing, local clothing, colorful clothing. Where do they all come from? Shopping paradise. Next. Celebrating Independence Day. Bangladesh celebrates its Independence Day on March the 26th. And the Independence Day festivities include parades, cultural programs, and paying homage to the freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives for independence. Warm hospitality. As I said, you have to be there to enjoy the warm hospitality of Bangladeshi people. Bangladeshis are known for their warm hospitality. You're walking in front of their house, they say, hey, come on, get a cup of tea. They don't even know you, but they will welcome you. So that's just real welcoming. You're going to feel the real warmth. Visitors to the country often find themselves welcomed with open arms and treated to the famous Bengali hospitality. The locals, genuine kindness and willingness to help make Bangladesh a delightful destination for travelers. Some frequently asked questions: what is the official language of Bangladesh? Bangla. What are the popular tourist attractions in Bangladesh? There are several. I mentioned some of them, but the Cox's Bazar is the largest seashore, and that's the longest natural sandy beach in the world. The architectural site of Paharpur and the historic city of Bagherhat, I mentioned those. These are the world famous tourist attractions. Is Bangladesh a safe country? It's like as safe as any other country. When you go to any country, check the website. It's not always, as calm and quiet. But in most cases, you're going to find it as a very welcoming country. Travelers can have a positive and enjoyable experience whenever you visit them. So, make a plan. What is the traditional dress of Bangladesh? It's usually Punjabi and shirt, and for women it's sari and salwar kameez, so that's Bangladeshi dress. Some of the ladies are wearing the Bangladeshi sari. Next one. Conclusion. Bangladesh is the land of wonders where natural beauty, cultural heritage, and warm hospitality come together. From its diverse landscapes, impressive river systems to its iconic wildlife and rich history, Bangladesh offers a captivating experience for all who visit. Whether you explore the mangroves of Sundarbans, savor the flavors of Bengali cuisine, as Mr. Rahman pointed out, go to Hamtramck, you will enjoy some of that, but nothing close to what you have in Bangladesh. Immerse yourself in the vibrant festivals. This country will leave an indelible mark on your heart. Thank you so much. For the last slide it says Dhanyavad. Have it? The last slide, Dhanyavad. Yeah, you wanna? Okay. Yeah, the last one. There you go, yeah. Okay, so Dhanyavad means thank you so much. Truly appreciate your patience for hanging around too long. It was like, hey, it's getting too long, doctor. You should stop. But you know what? There's so much more. You got to visit Bangladesh to enjoy it. Okay? Thank you. And now I'm going to call upon the panel discussants. And Mr. Rahman is already here. Dr. Ahad Ali, he's a professor at Lawrence Tech University. He is industrial engineering professor there. Does a lot of community work. So he's kind enough to join us. Come to the podium, please. All right. And Ashrafur Rahman, is Ashrafur Rahman here?
No, he's not here.
Not here, okay, that's fine. So now, the question was as to what is the panel discussion going to be on? Well, I presented all this information for you. Have any questions? And instead of asking you, do you have any questions, I'm going to ask you, what question do you have? Let's go from there. Thank you. So, what other questions you may have, please?
Not everybody at the same time.
Exactly, take turns. Thank you, yes. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, so I mean, it's not so much about Bangladesh, but it's like also just your experience being here in the city. So most people have transitioned from one country to another. So I'd like to know just briefly, you know, what was your transition like when you're coming into the city of Detroit? Oh yeah, great question.
Great question. The question was, what was the transition like? I came to Canada in 1983 as a graduate student at University of Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. I did my master's there, and I came to Wayne State in 1984 when the Tigers won their championship. And I came by, and a friend gave me a ride. So through the tunnel I came in, and I said, my goodness, the whole city was like, what happened here? Because there was like a lot of destruction of property and stuff like that. And that's how a lot of people celebrate their, you know, the bigger days. So then, since then, I've attended Wayne State. I had my graduate studies there, finished my PhD over 30 years ago. And then I taught at Wayne State, and teaching still, and I've been in the community. As for the transition, when I came to Detroit, I was told, when I was in Waterloo, which is 1983, I was told that, are you sure you're going to Detroit? Why? Well, okay. And they stopped right there. I said, oh my goodness. But you know what, the pleasant experience that I've had, people are so friendly, I didn't have any problem here. So the transition was smooth, and I found students at Wayne State University for all these years. I taught at the College of Education, I taught philosophy there since 1984 when I was also pursuing my PhD. But honestly, excellent experience. People never said, well, they asked me that question, where are you from? But that, I take it as a friendly question rather than to discriminate. Honestly, I found it, I made it as my second home. So I go to my first home every year in December for 3 weeks or so. But honestly, I feel at home.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everybody. So thanks for inviting me, and I appreciate the senior Vice Chancellor and then the Mr. Rahman. So my transition was kind of, I came here for PhD, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. After my PhD, I was trying to bring my wife, and my wife is here, Ms. Roxana. So and she could not get the visa. Then I had to go to Canada. I went to Canada, then she came to Canada, got visa, then I moved to University of Toledo, 1.5 years. Then I moved to Puerto Rico, 1.5 years. And after 1.5 years, then we moved in Detroit at Lawrence Tech, 2007. And we live in Canton area. My wife also took some classes from WCCD campus in Western campus near Canton.
That's good.
And I also did some collaboration with the WCCD, that with the NSA proposal. Right now we are working with one. and everybody is well organized. You can see Dr. Harun is here. So he's the kind of mentor of whole Bengali community here from Bangladesh. And everybody is welcome here. A transition sometimes is not easy, but when if you have a good mentor like Dr. Harun or others, it like makes easier. So if you can find some good mentor and good environment, it will be easier. So I don't want to take too much time and to give other opportunities, and thank you.
Very good question. Transition. So I went through, I came here in my late teen, in '86, and went to Hamtramck High School. So it was a, like literally a big transition right there. The education system was different. I think the cultural shock was the, one of them, and I'll let you tell you a story. I started working at everybody had to work, you know, when immigrant families come, everybody works a little bit here and there. So I started working at weekends at a Chinese restaurant. So in Bangladesh, I never worked, and it's humiliating to, like, you know, telling people that you're mopping the floor. You know, those who understand culture, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I never told anyone. This is my like week 2, and my cousin and, you know, someone would come and pick me up every night after I'm done, probably about 11 o'clock. So I mopped the floor, cleaned everything, wearing my apron, and throwing the garbage out. And I told them to come and pick me up, but I did not want them to see what I do. You know, that's like very, very, you know, uncomfortable. Yeah, this is my very first job, by the way. So I went to throw the garbage out. I did, and it was winter, really cold, and the door shut behind me and locked. And it's a storefront, so you know you have to really go around and, you know, get back in there. I was knocking, but the fan is running inside, so no one heard me. And that's when they came to pick me up. So I was like caught with the garbage bag, and, you know, holding it, and then their light is like flashing on me, and it was the most humiliating cultural shock that I had that I remember. Then somebody finally opened the door, and I came home. But the culture was different, food was different. I really enjoyed the fast food stuff, you know, junk food. Everything about the country was you know, a big transformation. But I enjoyed every bit of it.
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I guess my life is a little different. My dad was the first generation. He was the first one of our, you know, huge family to come here, settle in. He landed in New York. He decided New York was not the place for him. I think he lasted maybe a couple days. He said he had enough. He said, let me go try Detroit. He liked Detroit so much, we haven't moved. Pretty much raised, I grew up 3 blocks from here in the Cass corridors. If you don't know what the Cass corridors were, about 40 years ago, you know, we've come a long ways. Saw everything, went to Burton Elementary, Pelham, Murray Wright, and then but got a chance to actually grow up in Detroit. Came here, got my associate's degree, and found myself, my dad actually worked here for 35, 40 years, and ended up actually growing up here. We used to come here, he used to bring us here for the Thanksgiving parade down the street on Woodward or events here, and it just caused a lot of havoc, just as kids running around. So I've seen this college, I've seen this community grow from here to where we are now. I mean, we're nationally recognized now. If you think about it, you know how important we are? I don't want to go into politics, but there's 2 candidates that are spending a lot of time here because they know how important it is for this country, for the world. But as a culture shock, it wasn't anything different to me. I grew up just like any other kid on the street. You know, got in trouble, found my way. Instead of going left, went right. Should have went left. But I had a support system, and that's important. For my mom and dad, since they were first ones here, they went through a lot. You know, that was a culture shock that you brought up. Simple as what to eat in our culture, in our religion, we're supposed to eat halal. At that time, there was no place around here for halal food. You had to go to maybe, I think, a farm in, like, outside Michigan into Ohio that would, have halal meat. And then you would buy enough meat for the whole entire month. So you had to have 2-3 refrigerators. So, but all I'm saying that it's, first generation, second generation. Nowadays, look at some of our students that are from those countries, and they're, let's just say they're westernized or Americanized now. So it's a little bit easier for them to adjust, but I can only imagine what our parents went through, when they first landed here. So I know I'm probably answering some other questions you're going to have, so I'll stop there, okay?
Next question, please.
Hi, my name is Kim Clark, and I'm a non-traditional student here, and it's exciting to hear all of you guys' history of how you came here, how you attended here as students. My question is being involved with Dr. DeCuna in the DEI programs. How do you, I'm involved in a lot of organizations, Phi Theta Kappa, Student Executive Council, and I'm also involved in TRIO here with Ms. Russell, who does an excellent with program and getting students involved. My big concern is, as a non-traditional student and being here for the past 2 years, how do you get more Bangladesh students involved in events like this, to not just to have them come, but to other students as well? What are your ideas? What are your programs? How do you plan to incorporate that to include more diversity? Mr. Rahman, you talked about taking advantage of all the opportunities in here. Being a non-traditional student, I have done just that, and it's something that I would like to see other students, not just non-traditional students, but regular students when they come in, to be able to experience everything. I have experienced so much in the past 2 years, and I would just love to see that, incorporated to all the other students. I would like to see more African Americans or other cultures here as well. Really becoming more, I've noticed the diversity here among the students and the staff, but it's like, how do you incorporate that, just more, really get students involved and taking advantage of all the opportunities that WC3 has to offer? Because I think there is a lot. I've had the opportunity to attend study abroad, and like I said, working with Miss Russell and Dr. DeCuna, Mr. Buddy, and working with, I can't think of anything right here, forgive me. I've been to several campuses. I just want to see more diversity and get students involved and take advantage of the opportunities that are made available at the community college level, because when you get to the universities, you get lost and all that. So, but I would like to see more, and what are the campus's ideas as far in programs to incorporate more of that? Thank you.
This is an excellent question. So I'm a true East Sider. That's where I grew up last almost 4 decades. I grew up in the East Side of Detroit, and I know that's one of the areas that very disadvantageous. And I know people from different cultures. It's a big cultural mix there. So I try to expose or introduce the programs that are being offered here. And I know the biggest difference is that if somebody is trying to start a new degree and then be successful, that's a long road. And especially in the immigrant and impoverished community, I think what advantages they can take advantage of the certification program, and that's why I talked to Mr. Furkan and try to go to different events and then offer them. And people come and talk to us, and that it makes a big difference with a certification in their income. That's a big thing for the community. The other one is the education. You can't beat the benefits of education. No one can steal it from me. No one can take it away from me. So I talk to the young people. I try to mentor them to steer them towards going to college, going to take advantage of these programs. I get a lot of messages from different, the Bangladesh and other states. They want to know what's going on, how they can do it. And I've been talking for some time to see if we can bring a satellite campus closer to the people. A lot of people can't come to downtown Detroit, and it's not fun. I work in downtown for City of Detroit. It's not fun coming to downtown every day. Sometimes, events taking place every day, and, which is a good thing. But, for a student coming to downtown is very difficult. So we try to focus is to take these programs as much as possible towards the inner cities and communities, so that people can walk to these programs, take advantage of that. Sewing program is one of them that's being offered in different in the communities, the Hamtramck community, and I know you were working on bringing it to other areas. And those certification programs, we're thinking of taking them to the people if possible. If not, then how we can improve this program. People, more people take advantage of it. These programs are there. So we want people to take advantage of this. Hopefully I touched a little bit on answering your question.
I'll focus more on campus, at the different campuses.
Let Mr. Ahmed do some of that.
You know what, you have a great point. I think we can do better. I think something like this is very important to have, but if you look around the room, you see a lot of people maybe from the two countries that we're talking about today. It's good that they're here because we were just talking, and as we were watching the presentation, we realized that we learned something, and we're probably as close as anyone in here. So if we learned something, just for the 10 minutes that we were watching that, it's very beneficial. But how do we get the word out appropriately so we can attract other people so they can come in and listen to the conversation that we're having, and mix and mingle. That's how we get better as a society. If you got just one ethnic group and one community, guess what? They'll never step out of their comfort zone and talk to other people, and it'll be vanilla all the way around. So it's very important to have these kind of workshops. Can we do better? Absolutely. Dr. Dukuni, you're doing a great job. The thing is, how come I can't reach out to the outskirts? We have two campuses out, over there by the airport. It would have been nice to see that community come out and be a part of this, so they can learn a little bit about, the two countries and the cultures and things like that. I think it just involves a dedicated people, and having a workforce behind you to say, hey, look, trustee, you handle this side, Mr. Ahmed, you handle this side. We all do a little part. We get the word out. Social media is huge nowadays. We could have put something out there on social media and said, hey, we're going to have this event today. This room, should have been packed. But I'm not going to be discouraged, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you're going to go back out and you're going to say you had hopefully a wonderful time, you learned something. So the next time Dr. Dukuna and the team puts this together, that we'll fill up this room. I'm hoping that you say that this room is too small next year. Yeah. That at the Northwest Campus, Halima, you tell me that that we need the banquet center. So I think we can get there. I think it's going to take all of us. And I think we just need to realize how important these conversations are. So we'll do better next time.
We have, as you see in the program, there are lots of things coming up. Therefore, we're going to conclude this session. If you have one more question, we'll take it. Or else we're going to just move to the next item on the agenda. You have any more questions? Burning questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much. At this time, we're going to have the stage is going to be set for the next item on the agenda, dance by Nijum Chakraborty. So get ready for that, please.
The song of dedicating her country. So this is a song dedicated to Bangladesh. Okay?
ছন্দে ছন্দে গীতিতে হৃদয়ে দিয়েছ দোলা রঙেতে রাঙিয়া রাঙাইলে মোরে একই তব হলি খেলা তুমি যে ভাবো রঙের আগুন তুমি যে রসের ধারা তোমার মাধুরী তোমার মন্দিরা করে মোরে দিশাহারা মুক্তা যেমন শুকতির বুকে তেমনি আমাতে তুমি আমার পরাণে প্রেমের বিন্দু তুমি শুধু তুমি প্রেমের অনলে জানি যে প্রদীপ সে দ্বীপের শিখা তুমি জোনাকি পাখায় ঝিকিমিকি নেচে এরি দিনা চালে তুমি আমল হারায় উদাসী প্রাণে লহ প্রেমাঞ্জলি তোমারে রুচিয়া ভরেছি আমার বাউল গানের ঝুলি মুক্তা যেমন শুকতির বুকে তেমনি আমাতে তুমি আমার পরাণে প্রেমের বিন্দু তুমি শুধু তুমি
We now have Rajeshri Chaudhary from Hamtramck High School. She's a 12th grade student who's going to be playing a guitar and singing for us. Okay? Her name is Rajeshri Chaudhary. Chakraborty. Sorry. Rajeshri Chakraborty.
দেখি
two songs about. I'm going to give you a little bit of idea in English. The first one was Barir Kache Ar Srinagar. It's a spiritual song. It's about your soul is so close to you, but how many of you do soul searching and know yourself? So that was really deep, really deep. And I always, ask my students, like this philosophy, I ask them that, how many of you have a soul? And one hand, two hands, okay, so 3 of you have soul? Oh, no, we all, okay. Where is it located? Here, 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 here. We don't know where the location is. So the first song was real deep. It was about that we do have a soul, but how often do we search our soul to find out about ourselves so that we can build relationship with others? So that was the first one. The second one was, it's a love song. That means you are missing your loved one who is away from you. And it could be translated in 2 ways. It could be earthly love. It could be also spiritual love, which is that, God is not too far away from you. People who are theists, because there are theists, there are atheists, there are agnostics, there are irrelevantists. You have all kinds of people, but people who are theists, you love God so much, you keep looking around. Say, how come I can't find you? I pray, I do all of these things, but I still can't find myself closer to you. So, spiritual song, love song. Questions? Thank you so much. The next thing that we have on the agenda is lunch at 12:50, but before that we are going to have some video songs, I believe.
Lunch for lunch.
Yeah.
And we'll play video songs during lunch.
Right, okay. So, lunchtime now, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's lunchtime. Please enjoy Indian dishes, the cuisine, the varieties. All right. Thank you.